Yo, what is good? We are here. It is Wednesday, February 3rd. We're actually recording on a Wednesday because somebody here has a snowblower story to tell. Who could that be? I don't know, but
I'm in Texas. Ain't no snow here.
Who could it
I'm
be?
in Florida, so
Damn.
I guess we'll find out. We're gonna be talking a little bit about basketball. It's been an interesting NBA week. We are in the 20-game mark, depending on your team, and great time to start breaking down the league and start looking around at just the different things that we have in the league right now. Get into some football, yo. NCAA football's coming back. Everybody's hyped. College football games are finally coming back, and I think nobody could have asked for anything better right now.
That is a fact.
And we have to talk a big trade. Big trade. It's going to be huge between the Rams and the Lions. It's very good for both sides. Great parties.
Tremendous.
And, we're going to give a little bit of a more breakdown on other NFL stuff, too, while we're at it. So, let's get it.
let's get it.
Let's get it.
So, what you guys want to start?
I don't know, that snowstorm were you saying about earlier?
Yo, let's talk about the snow in the Northeast. How's that going?
Yo.
How's the cleanup process? How's all that going, bro? Daniel,
So,
inform us.
we got like 2 feet of snow out here.
Okay.
And, I waited till yesterday to clean it up because Monday, it snowed from like Sunday night all the way to like yesterday night almost. Like, it was crazy. So, yesterday it stopped snowing at some point. I was like, all right, let me go clean this up, get this out the way. It's a lot of snow. So, my snowblower is having some problems. I try to clean it up, and let's just say my hand got the better of it. 3 fractured fingers. Had to get stitches and shit. So, just be careful out there when you guys are, doing your stuff in the snow right now, because luckily I'm a righty, so I'm not really struggling too hard, but what else? I mean, in reality, thank God it happened now with COVID, because it's not like I was going anywhere anyways. So
we're glad you're okay though. We're glad you ain't lose a hand. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
You're all right. So that's what it's all about, son. At least you're all right.
We're happy with your health. Okay, that's all that matters.
Word,
And a couple.
I just start doing a podcast like this. You feel me? Just
You look like you JPP, bro. You're just gonna play with a club all the time.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. When I was sitting in that emergency room, I was like, yo, please God, don't make me like JPP. I've seen it in person. Please don't.
Oh man.
But thankfully, it was just a fracture. I should be gonna get checked out next week. And we here for the podcast. I mean, this isn't a liability. This isn't nothing crazy. Enjoy talking to you guys. Enjoy talking to the people that subscribe to us. Thank you for subscribing. And we're gonna keep this going. A hand ain't gonna stop me. Maybe a leg. Maybe a gunshot wound to the chest. That's the only thing that's gonna stop me. But
let's hope that does not happen at all. Let's just not involve that at all.
Exactly. So hey, we here. So let's get into things that I mean, I was gonna say cheer me up, and then I remembered I'm a Knicks fan, so I don't know if that really works out too well.
I don't want to say anything about it because I talked trash last week, so I'll be quiet this week.
Let's start with your Thunder, Ethan. Let me pull up these standings real quick. So whenever this decides to. Oh, hold up. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. So here's the East. Let me scroll down to the West for you real quick. So this is the West right now. Ethan, 8-11. You guys are 1-7 at home. That is horrendous, but 7-4 away. You want to explain what's going on there?
Well, we should be lower, so kind of unexpected. We have a lot of injuries now. Like George Hill's out a month. Shai's now hurt. He had like a right knee injury. So a lot going on right now for us, but I'll happily accept these losses and worry about next season.
Word. Points per game, you guys are scoring 107 points. Opponents' points per game, 115. Can we talk about that Nets game real quick? I told you, you guys got smacked by 20, but I think the real thing is Brooklyn giving up 125 points to a Thunder team that averages 107 points.
I don't understand how bad a defense can be until you see the Nets average. Like, it's insane.
Like I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I really don't. Let me find the stat real quick that I sent you guys. It was like they're like the worst ever since the Harden trade. They are the best offensive team ever, and they are the worst defensive team ever.
Yep.
That is. I mean, everyone saw that coming, though. Tell me we did not. Like, you get in James Harden, you have Kyrie Irving, like, even KD at times I feel like doesn't play defense, but, obviously he's not as bad as Harden, but, like, you could have seen this easily coming, in my opinion.
So, since the Harden trade, they have 122.6 offensive rating, which is best in the league, would be the best over time, and 119.9 defensive rating, worst in the league, and would be the worst over time. And they're looking at 14-9 right now.
That is crazy.
You gotta love it.
And in the last 10 games, they're 7-3 with losses to Cleveland twice, and the Wizards, the 4-13 Wizards. You guys want to talk about that game real quick, Ethan?
Yes, please.
Or you want to give a recap of what went down? Oh my God! Hold up! My internet. Oh God! My internet cooked like my fingers right now. Anyways, start up again.
Bill came down the court, hit a three right in the middle, and I believe Jeff Green made the turnover to Russell Westbrook. And he pulled the Reggie Miller, went to the 3-point line, just straight swoosh, nailed by one.
And that was a high scoring game. It was like 149 to 147 at the end of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
To a Wizards team that normally puts up 117 points a game.
And they're 4-13, so that's saying a lot.
What do you guys think? What's gonna happen with this Brooklyn Nets team? Are they gonna make it to the finals?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
I think they are, but like they got to put up more points than their opponent. That's the only way to do it. They're gonna be single digits every time.
So, my fear is we get a Houston Rockets situation again, where you see teams kind of blocking the middle a lot more and saying you're not letting you drive because we know that you guys are not hitting all your threes, and they have a terrible performance from 3-point land. I don't know if you guys would agree with that. Especially, like, let's say the 76ers that can afford to play something like that and they can actually score a lot. Like, how do you guys feel about them if they were to go against the 76ers in the for conference finals?
For me, that's hard to say. Like, Embiid is going to kill him in the paint, and Simmons can lock up Kyrie no problem. But I don't know that James Harden and against Tobias or KD against Tobias. That would be a good series, but I think the Nets will win.
Seth Curry, best shooter of all time from three right now?
Yeah, it's hard because the 76ers can keep up with them offensively. Honestly, that game would be like 7 series down to the wire.
Or let's see what even happens with other standings. Because you got like Miami, for example, who's 7-13 right now, has been dealing with a bunch of injuries. Maybe they sneak in a playoff and in a play-in game and just take off from there and just start wilding out. I think Miami, people are sleeping on them because they're hurt this year. I think you got to just let them get healed up. They're 7-13 right now. That's doable in the East. I mean, Charlotte's 10-11. All they got to do is win the next 3 games, and Charlotte lose the next 3 games, and they're probably in, depending on, the Bulls, Knicks, and Raptors, which luckily the Bulls and Knicks are playing tonight again, so that can help you in Miami's favor. So, yeah, I do believe that Miami is one of those teams that people got to be careful with. They've just been on the bad side of the injury bug. I don't know. You feel about them, Chris?
I feel kind of the same way. So definitely agree with you. They've definitely fallen off. I wouldn't say the face of the earth, but almost.
Speaking of falling off, let's go to the West. The Dallas Mavericks, 8-13. Couldn't be happier as a Knicks fan. We have their unprotected pick this year. Like, if they get this top 10 pick, we in there, no matter what.
Talk about Houston too at 8.
10-9.
After that trade, I mean, they were definitely. I don't know if I'm just seeing shit or I thought they were in the top 5 with Phoenix up there in the beginning of the season. Or am I tripping?
They were because of win percentage. Because remember they had to miss a few games because of COVID in the beginning.
Okay. Makes sense.
Word.
Wow. The depth in the West is just crazy. Look at San Antonio at 11-10. And look how deep they are.
And in the East, I'll be like 5th place.
Look,
They're not even in the playoff.
yeah, they'd definitely be in 5th right now. So it's crazy.
All I need is Golden State to keep doing their thing, Oklahoma City to keep winning some games, and for Dallas to keep sucking. And that's going to be a nice pick for the 9-13 Knicks. Like, can we talk about the Porzingis trade? Because Monday was the 2-year anniversary, and I feel like the Knicks don't get enough credit for that trade.
Because it hasn't panned out as of yet. So
it kind of has, if you think about it. Because from that trade, we got Julius Randle, who's looking like an all-star right now. You were able to sign Marcus Morris, who you traded to get Emmanuel Quickly, who's making an argument for Rookie of the Year. And I don't know if you guys agree with that.
Top 5, respectfully.
Yeah, so he up there in the conversations.
Yeah.
You got cap space to be able to maneuver still, so we still have that cap space moving around. You were able to get Dennis Smith Jr., which might be a lost cause. Who knows? He went to the G League. Maybe he gets revitalized in the G League, wakes up, and starts going off. And you also got from that trade, there was one more piece I wanted to talk about that no one talks about enough. You got rid of Courtney Lee's terrible contract, Tim Hardaway Jr.'s bad contract, which Tim Hardaway Jr. wasn't bad, but that contract was crazy. And you got rid of Porzingis, who has shown that he's just injury prone. He got hurt again recently, didn't he? Because it's like a media thing, because they're saying, oh, it's rest because of the injury, but I'm like, are you resting because you're hurt, or are you actually resting because of the injury? Like, which one is it? Because everybody was like on a flip-flop of things on that. So after saying that, who won that trade? And we have their pick this year that's looking real nice. So, Ethan, who won that trade, in your opinion?
As of right now, the Knicks did. But you still got Luka and you still got KP. And
KP has also been hurt too. So
yeah, it's still the beginning of the season. So I'm not gonna branch out and say they're not gonna make the playoffs and they're gonna have a good pick. So who knows? But
if KP just could stay healthy, they would be a decent team. It's just and then when he's on the court, it feel like I don't know. I'm getting them same end of the Knicks vibes where he just doesn't want to be there. He feels
But look at the NBA now, where decency still gets you like a 16th pick, and the Knicks are looking like they know how to draft now after getting Emmanuel Quickly and getting D pluses, C minuses, and Ds for drafting him at that position, and look where he's at now. So I wouldn't even mind, because at the end of the day, we're getting a pick. If the Knicks know how to draft, they're going to put good use to the pick. So regardless of what happens, as long as Dallas stays at the bottom of the West, I think we win the trade, depending on who we draft, of course.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if you guys agree or fully.
No, like I said, I think I agree as of right now, this very moment. But if the Mavs make the playoffs and make a deep push, then it depends. Yeah.
And we still have pieces that could be traded this year too, like Austin Rivers, Alec Burks, Elfrid Payton, even Randall maybe. Like whatever comes out of those trades was because of that Porzingis trade, whether we signed them this year or last year, because we freed up all that cap space. Obviously, everybody's going to look and be like, well, you guys did that just so you could sign Kevin Durant or Kyrie Irving or Jimmy Butler or Kemba Walker or Kawhi Leonard. And you guys are signed. I don't want to hear that. 'Cause at the end of the day, if you're putting together a team that's good enough, that's all that matters, especially when you freed up bad contracts.
Yeah.
So let's see if that can keep on going.
Well, let's hope you don't sign anybody like terrible. Like in my opinion, if you go for Derrick Rose right now, or you go for like a certain player that's just, in my opinion, not that good. Is like
I don't want to trade for anybody. I really don't. I
agree.
Really don't. What are you gonna trade for Derrick Rose? He's another Elfrid Payton, pretty much. Like there's no need for that.
But like I said, you just want the old Chicago Bulls team back. You want Taj Gibson. You want Joakim Noah sign again.
I'm not mad about the Taj Gibson signing, because the Taj Gibson signing was more like, okay, this is a safety blanket. It was better than Tyson.
I think we can do all right without Taj Gibson.
Look what happened a few days ago. He had to play because Nolan's welcome to play. We would have gotten dogged. We needed somebody off the bench.
I guess.
It was better than Tyson Chandler, who got knee, back, and leg problems that we're thinking about signing.
All right. Whatever. That's what
you know, like I remember, who was it? Ricky was hitting me up, Ethan. He was like, yo, we should go for Beal. I'm like, yo, I'd rather save this stuff. Because you never know. Maybe Luka says, like, yo, I'm sick of this shit and just wants out. Like, and just ask for a trade. Like, you're telling me you wouldn't want Luka over Beal?
I mean, I would. So
I would, but like, is Luka really gonna leave? Like the kid,
nah, I don't think so, bro. Like Luka, I feel like Luka's like a god down here. You literally see him in every corner. He has like there's like a big building here, and I want to say it's like he's on the side of the building, like, and it has to be the size of the building, and it's like a big office building. Like, there's banners of him everywhere. Like, he's the man down here. So
He is,
younger than us. Like,
sometimes you might get frustrated. You'll be like, yo, I don't want to be here. Look at Kawhi with San Antonio. I mean, that was the injury problem. Look at Paul George with Oklahoma City, and look at Paul George with the Pacers. Look at Kristaps Porzingis. Like, look at Melo in Denver. Like, it happens so many times. Or you might get a situation. Or you might get that situation of Bradley Beal where everybody's saying get a trade, and he's like, yo, I don't want to go nowhere though. And everybody's like, nah, you do. And then he's like, no, but I don't.
Like Paul George kept getting spanked by LeBron. Like, after a while, I would have been like, all right, I'm tired of getting kicked out the first round. Like, he just wanted to dip. And Kawhi got his chip. Like, I wouldn't be mad. He won with Tim Duncan. How could he be mad?
Word.
Yeah. It depends on Luka's situation. If they don't have stars around them, they got Tim Hardaway and KP this whole time, then I agree. I would want to leave too.
We're going to see what happens with that. Speaking of trades, Ethan or Chris, would you guys like to give a breakdown of the big NFL trade that happened on, what was that, Saturday?
Yeah. I'll let Ethan take that over. I don't want to let my emotions get the best.
So, my personal opinion, I think Chris would agree with me. We do not like Jared Goff, and they got him right out of the Rams. So, gladly what was it, 3 picks and Jared Goff for Stafford.
Two first rounders and a third rounder for Stafford.
And I mean, Stafford can get hurt sometimes, but like, I'm happy they got Jared Goff out there. Like, he was not worth keeping for long term.
At all.
Yeah, and I mean, Matthew Stafford has shown he could really put something together with nothing. So he kind of gets almost the same wide receiver he had in Detroit, because Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones to me are kind of like middle pack wide receivers, like a Cooper Kupp and, you know, Ryan Reynolds. I was about to say Josh Reynolds. Yeah, Josh Reynolds. I was about to say Ryan Reynolds like that either. And yeah, like, you know, it's a good wide receiver core. He's got Cam Akers out there, and that defense is the same. So now, I don't know. I kind of got mad about that trade. I'm like, damn, I gave up 2 first-round picks. Because now they got no picks. They haven't had picks for years now. And now I'm looking at Deshaun Watson. I'm like, fudge.
Yeah.
So talking to that, what do you think the teams that want Watson would give up?
It might have to be 4 first-round picks, bro. He's a young guy. He's on a new contract already. Like, he has that extension lined up for him. He's shown that he is a great quarterback. He's shown that he can make something out of absolutely nothing. Like, not Jared Goff and Matt Stafford level. Like, I'm talking absolute nothing he made something out of. So, it's going to have to maybe be 4 first-round picks, man. I don't know if you guys agree with me.
I don't know. My personal opinion, 4, like, I wouldn't do it.
I'm definitely not doing it, but I know that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, in my opinion, I wouldn't go that far out. If you have a decent QB or you have a high draft pick, I wouldn't lose everything just for Watson, especially if you know you're not even going to, like, get to the Super Bowl now, or, like, you have to build a team. Like,
as long as Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce are together, there's no need to be giving up all that capital.
Agreed.
Chris, how many you think the 4 picks on Deshaun Watson is what's going to happen? Not that you wanted anybody would do it, of course, but
I mean, that's what they're going to be asking. So You're telling me you're gonna give that much up for Stafford, and you're not gonna give up that much for Watson? And he's younger, more versatile in what he's doing. So I'm saying Stafford's like an 83 in Madden. Watson's like a 91. So what I'm saying, you got to give it that extra pick for him.
You think it's gonna be a extra pick or extra picks?
Well, if they gave up 2, it's got to at least 3. I would say at least 3 and a solid player if they want to get him. So I don't know, but because I don't think a team's gonna give up 4 picks, man. That's a lot.
They might. I could see like the 49ers maybe doing it.
Or like if you got the picks to do it, but man, for your own picks, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little much.
That's a little, yeah. It's like at that rate, you're betting on him. You're betting on that he's gonna be the one that brings it. So
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I can't even wrap my head around doing that. Like 4 first-round picks, dog. Like you can get lucky in second and third rounds, of course, but like, yo, them first-round picks, you're plugging in off rip, and they're making that difference. So I'm not doing that to myself.
Do you think this trade really messed everything up for Watson and the Texans per se, or like?
It might have, because now people they're gonna have to either be realistic with their asking price, or they're gonna have to negotiate. Because the minute I hear 4, I'm like, all right, bye. Like I'm not. You're bugging out. Like if you're not going under 4, I'm hanging up the phone right then and there, and like we're not making it happen.
You're not even saying goodbye or anything. You're just hanging up on them. Like that's it.
Yo, I'm slamming that shit down with my cast, like just straight, like nah.
calm down.
Just banging on them.
Yeah, like I can't like I really like I know it's gonna happen. That's the crazy part, but I personally can't wrap my head around that.
No.
Like especially, I mean, the good thing is it might help Sam Darnold a little bit now, because if Matthew Stafford got 2 picks, maybe you can get like a late first-round pick for like Deshaun for Sam Darnold, maybe, just maybe, or a high second round. Whichever one works, I'll take it all. But yo, let's talk Super Bowl real quick. Everybody knows Tampa versus the Chiefs. We already got some COVID stuff because what wouldn't make this season, the perfect way if we didn't have 2 people dealing with COVID, and DeMarcus Robinson and I think they're center. Yeah, they're center. So, how you guys feel about this? You guys think we're gonna find out like people had COVID or people got COVID during the game or after the game, or what you guys really? Because I think it's gonna be like a Justin Turner situation where they're gonna be like, yeah, like 6 people tested positive after the game.
Yeah. No cap. When I saw Mike Evans pull out his car and he was literally with his window down, like shouting with people and shit, I'm like, bro, you don't catch COVID. Stop. Like. They need you out there. Like, I'm going to need you to not be out here with your windows down celebrating and shit, hanging out your car with all these people. So, even it's crazy because some of the Chiefs got COVID that they're going to sit out the game. So, man, it's kind of crazy.
So, let's play the what-if game. What if Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes were to get COVID? What do you guys think would happen?
You can skip if not join.
They're playing.
Chris, you think they're playing if Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady get COVID?
I don't think so. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Knowing the NFL, like this is the biggest.
I doubt. I'm pretty sure Brady could get like COVID, and like they'll try and keep it under the radar. Give him 4 days. Like, you know what? All right, get back out there. Let's go.
Yep.
Last game of the year.
You selling tickets? Like you're the person that they came to pay $25,000 a seat for. So let's go. Let's go. Get your ass out there.
I can already
You saw? You saw that they're not letting them fire the cannons after they score?
Why?
Because supposedly it's supposed to be a neutral site, so they can't have any home field advantage when they're in their fucking city. But it makes no sense. So I get it, but it's kind of ridiculous. They're literally playing at home with half of the people being their fans, probably, or majority of them being their fans, seeing that they got a 22,000 capacity, 8,000 of those people are healthcare workers from the Tampa Bay area.
So 14,000, and you know that another like probably 9,000 maybe or 6 to 8,000 going to be Bucks fans, and another 6 as Chief fans, and you don't even know what fans the healthcare workers are.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna favor the Chiefs. Not the Chiefs. It might favor the Chiefs. Who knows? But the Bucks, you would assume. So I don't get that. That's dumb. Just fire.
I don't get that either. And I feel like it's a cool effect too. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, that's a cool little thing. Like, I feel like it should have been done either way. Like, I'm sure there's gonna. Yeah, like, and I'm sure, like, or do it for, I don't know. Like, if it's gonna be a neutral site, just do it for whoever's on that side for that half, and then just flip it. Like, it's pretty stupid. Or I'm sure there on paper there's a home team and there's an away team. So, but all right, whatever. NFL, you guys are smart, I guess.
The no fun league, yo. You know how it is.
Yeah, pretty much. At the end of the day, what the fuck does it? I'm sorry. What does it matter that they fire those cannons? Like, it's still the Chiefs. Like, they still got to play. I'm sure those cannons ain't gonna get into their head. Like, it's just like a.
I'm pretty sure the cannons will get them going even more. So kudos to you guys for not firing cannons, because you don't want to fire up Patrick Mahomes like he a cannon. So
yeah, I don't want to fire up your boys like that.
That's not my boy. I liked him in college, and he happens to be a Chief. Yo, I'll put it on my thumb, fam. That is not my boy.
Too bad it's your ring finger and your other fingers that are fractured. That finger about to be okay. It's all right, bro. You could say you like them. You like the majority of the people on their team. You're rooting for them. You know what I'm saying? If they win the Super Bowl, you'd be happy. It's okay.
But there's the difference. If they were to all go to different teams, I'm going to like them for their teams. I'm not liking the teams. That's crazy.
This is not a believer.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
So we doing a bet?
What's the bet? What is the bet?
I mean, it's got to be something that requires one hand for me, so we got to think about this.
Okay, I got a good one. You lose. You got to sit in your underwear outside and do the podcast. If the Bucks lose, I'll go to my balcony. I'll go to my balcony. And in front of all these people here, let's go outside. Look, in front of the whole city of Dallas, that you can see outside of my apartment. I'll sit outside there with underwears and just sit on my balcony like if I'm a 70-year-old man in my boxers.
I think you're forgetting that I live in Jersey, where as of late.
That's the point. It's embarrassing for me and it's cold for you.
Oh, great! Not only are we caught in this blizzard, but there's some maniac up here freezing people to death.
You trying to give me pneumonia? Like, I got a fucked up hand already. I don't need pneumonia.
Yeah, you're not gonna get pneumonia from sitting out there. You could do half the podcast. 15
What you mean? I'm a Spanish kid. My parents were like, "Con ese frío, tú estás loco."
Be like, Mom, we're doing a challenge.
Yo, I got you, Chris. Loser has to rub chocolate on their lips and leave it around, just smeared for the whole podcast, and say, "I'm gonna have this on my face. I'm talking so much shit."
Wow. That seems kind of sus. Mine was kind of funny.
Yours is funny because you're in Dallas. Mine is crazy because I'm in Jersey.
All right.
Unless I do the intro and just hit the yo outside of my boxes and run back in.
Okay, then that means I got to do the same.
All
right. Bet. We could do that.
Sounds nice.
Prepare your nipples. All right. Oh man, you don't want to partake in these bets, Ethan?
I'm good. I'm in a neutral zone.
I'll be the ref.
Teams. I'm good.
Ethan, who do you have in this game without giving too much breakdown?
Yeah, it's hard.
I got Chiefs.
High five.
I just don't bet against Mahomes. Like, I can't.
Beginning of the season, so.
Also, 2 losses altogether. I can't bet against the team.
One of them losses was in the Bucks. So.
But I don't know. I still say Chiefs without a breakdown. Without a breakdown, Chiefs.
All right. I get it though. No, I get it. I understand why they're the favorites, and or favored. It's gonna take a lot for the Bucks to beat them. They're gonna have to be on top of their game.
They're gonna have to play practically perfect. Like any
And
screw up, it could be a wrap.
And then on top of them playing perfect, the Chiefs got to mess up in some way. Fumble, option, couple turnovers. It's gonna have to be something like that. Missed field goals, shit like that, for them to really take over the game. But let's see. I don't know. Maybe Brady comes out and throws 5 touchdowns. So
you sure thinking?
The biggest bet of them all that I love taking is it heads or tails. Yeah, I need to know.
It's gonna be heads.
It's gonna be heads. What do you think?
I'm going tails.
Tails. No, I'm gonna have to coin flip just to see like which one is the most point.
You know what?
Bet.
Let's be positive because we're not gonna get the ass part of this bet. So go ahead.
All right, I'll go ahead. Let's hope it's heads that day.
First touchdown of the game. Who do you think scores it?
Kelsey.
I got Hill.
I got Fournette.
Ooh, he's been scoring 5 out of 6 games lately.
Yes.
Fournette been looking like that pick that the Jaguars were supposed to have right now, yo. Fournette's been killing it for you.
Yeah.
He really has.
So.
It's
gonna be an entertaining game.
It should be a good game. I'm hoping, but I'm hoping it's not the game that Chris always says the Bucks can't have. Because Chris, what are the 2 options here for the Bucks?
I don't know. You tell me. I forgot.
Either they play very well or they're putting up 10 points.
Yeah, no. There's no in between. Yeah, I now remember. They're either going to put up 40 points or they're going to put up 3. So I don't feel like this is going to be a game where they put up 21 points and KC puts up 14 and then they win. Like, that's not the way they're winning. So they either getting blown out or it's going to be a back and forth.
Word. 2 minutes left of the game. Who you want the ball in their hands? Brady or Mahomes?
I'm saying Brady.
Either?
I'm saying Brady too.
It's all about experience at that point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be that.
He's done it 10 times or 9 times prior to that same stage.
I'm
So
gonna be that oddball. I'm going Mahomes. Mahomes has shown that he can.
That's your ball.
He can make plays. It's because when the pocket collapses, Mahomes has the ability to get out and make the play. Brady, that pocket collapses, you watch him go to the floor.
But pocket collapses, he's throwing the ball away. I mean, he's I've seen him do that all season. That pocket collapses, that ball's not in his hands, so that's a good thing.
But
hopefully, it won't be in the Honey Badger's hands, and it'll be in the out of bounds lines.
Why am I the only person that doesn't like the Honey Badger? I feel like he's not as good as he's like portrayed to be. You gonna tell me the past 2 seasons he's been really good? The past 2.
He's the biggest piece of that defense besides Chris Jones.
He just got good. He found himself the past 2 years, bro. You saying out of college he's been like that?
Yeah, he was like that with the Cardinals. Then he got hurt, and then went to the Texans. And then the Texans, the Texans are trash. Then he went to the Chiefs and revitalized himself. Hey, they labeled him as one of the best safeties in the game right now. Don't look at me. Look at the reporters and the people that do analysts. I'm just a YouTuber.
I'm saying he found himself obviously the last 2 years, but I don't think he's been the Honey Badger since day one in the NFL. I don't understand how they slap his knob so much from the day he got here till now. It's
he's talking like this, and that's gonna be X factor of the game. And Chris is gonna come back and be like, "Damn, I jinxed that pretty hard."
The way Tom Brady was throwing that ball, he may have some picks the second half. So
is that one of your biggest concerns, Chris, for the I was about to say the Patriots? Whoa, the Bucks.
Yeah, he cannot do what he did that second half. Just throw the ball up there. Because I feel like that's what was going on. He was under pressure, and he was just throwing it, man. And, I don't know. That can't happen again. That's for sure.
I want to ask you guys one more question.
I want to ask you guys one more question.
Go ahead. I'll probably come back to me.
What's on the menu for next Sunday night? What you guys eating?
Probably an ice pack on my wrist.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
I actually want to order pizza that day, but I know it's gonna be a hassle and a half, so I don't even know.
That's it. That's what I was hearing on the news this morning. They're like, there's so many pizzerias like preparing for this day because everybody's at home now. So think about it. Like everybody and their mother's gonna be ordering pizza and wings. So
Yep, no one, because instead of ordering at one crib, it's gonna be 6 cribs ordering now.
yeah. So get your order in early, all
Facts, buy that Domino stock now while you can.
right? Thanks.
Chris, how's the stock market, bro? Any explosions? What's going on now? Any Elon Musk tweets?
No, nothing lately. Just a bunch of upset 20-year-olds.
You gonna be talking about that a little bit more tomorrow when we do reselling 101?
We can talk about it.
Word, Ethan, reselling 101. What we looking for?
Well, we're looking at a lot. We're looking at Nike converting this hands-free shoes.
Let's talk about that
New
real quick.
technology.
Get into that real quick. We
mean-
got like 3 minutes 40 seconds. You probably finish it off with that.
I mean,
Wait, don't
mainly-
get into it too much because I want to talk about the Jordans, the GRs. So we could bring that up too next week.
But
Yeah, I feel like that could be a really good conversation for reselling 101.
All right, so
Because you got to talk about the different, not to impact what we're going to talk about tomorrow, but like the different variants of shoes that you're going to buy and where they're going to sit, how fast they're going to go. Like GRs, like the 9s that came out 2 days ago, those shoes are going to be coming out. Highly sought after shoes like that. Like I feel like that's something. I'm saying that's something for reselling 101 because that's a good topic on, where do you want to place these shoes, how fast you want to get rid of them, stuff like that.
So just give the overview of the shoe. Don't really go like into the whole, reselling aspect of it right now. So Ethan, take it away.
I think personally, I absolutely love it. I mean, you already did the daps. You just put your fingers, then your shoe collides with your foot. Amazing. Now you got hands free that you could just slip on and walk out. Like, this is making such a big difference in the game, and Adidas got to step up at this point. Like, Nike's just taken away this game since day one, so it's crazy.
And the backstory behind the sneaker is dope too. Because it was that kid that had problems putting on his shoes and stuff, and he asked Nike to make a easy to put on shoe, and Nike, it took him a few years, of course, but you got that, and it locks on. You can just take it off without using your hands. The way everybody takes off their shoes, even though they tell you not to take off shoes like that. I personally don't, because I care for my my heels of my sneakers. So we'll break down more of that tomorrow, less than a minute, and we'll be doing this reselling 101. And appreciate everybody that watches the podcast and has made it this far with us.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you subscribe.
Word. Peace.
Peace.